Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dave Bluezynski Bio Pro here in NHL 26. So last episode, if you did not catch it, Dave kind of picked up his offense a little bit, which is great to see. As you can see, we are up to 31 points for 28 games, including 18 goals. Now, some of those goals haven't been the prettiest goals on paper, but some of them have been pretty nice. So I'm pretty excited to see how Dave continues the rest of the season. Obviously, we're up in February already, which means the trade deadline is rapidly approaching. And obviously, this is the third season of Dave's career, which means he's going to be a pending free agent at the end of the season. So it's still an interesting season nonetheless. The team is 34-19-1. I'm a little bit nervous about obviously how good our team has been during the season, because maybe that means lack of playoff success. But I'm hoping at least we get to the playoffs, because that way Dave could get some playoff games under his belt, and hopefully he stays healthy for that entire run if we do get to the playoffs, that is. So looking forward to seeing what Dave could do in this episode. It will be a little bit of a shorter episode again in the last episode, just because it's an episode that goes up on a Tuesday. But you can see Dave's stats from last episode when we did 5 games. You can see we managed to find a way to score 3 goals in those 5 games, and we did pick up a pair of assists. So definitely pretty good hockey. 5 points in 5 games. Only 1 game without a point, which was against Tampa, but we generated a lot of chances, and we managed to score on a good amount of them. So excited to see, like I said, what we could do in this episode, and hopefully the team continues to win games as well. So anyways, with that said, let's get you guys' comments, see what you guys have to say about last episode, and then we'll get into probably around 3 games and see how this team does. So the first 2 comments are from Dylan Burrows. The first one says, Nylander's kryptonite is empty seats, and I don't know why he's saying that, but that's kind of funny, because I guess, what did Nylander do last episode? I don't remember. He had 3 points. Okay, I'm not too sure exactly what he means by kryptonite is empty seats. I guess technically if there's a lot of, not a lot of people around, then he wouldn't perform as well, something like that. But I don't really understand what he means by it being his kryptonite. But I feel like for the most part, though, this line has been pretty good in terms of chemistry. It'll be interesting to see once Dave actually gets onto the power play, and if he does push up into the lineup at some point to the first line, if he'll take John Tavares' spot as that first line left winger. I'd assume so, because technically we are the second best left winger on this team. Also, I guess technically Nyes is a left winger too, but technically he could also play right side. We could play right side. So it depends on, I guess, where the AI wants to play us and all that type of thing. But I do think that Dave is definitely gunning to play with Matthews and Marner at some point in time. Dylan also says, let's go. Do you think there's a chance we could get another X Factor, maybe wheels or tape to tape, or upgrade one of the ones we have? And, well, we only have 1 X Factor point right now, so we can't really upgrade anything, I don't think, or get any new X Factors. But I do have in mind an X Factor that I think would be good for Dave, if I remember right. I'm trying to remember which one it was considered. Let me just look at these X Factors again. Which one was it that I wanted to get him? Oh, I think I remember. Yeah, it was Second Wind. I think Second Wind would be a really good X Factor to get, because that way if we're out there on a defensive shift and stuck in our own zone, then Dave could obviously get his health back again or something like that. So I think that might be a thing that I look into eventually. It costs 5 X Factor points, so if we are going to start to accumulate X Factor points again, maybe looking towards this one would be good. The other ones are pretty good too, like there is ones like for good slap shots and all that, but I'm not really too sure which one would be a great one for Dave to look at other than that. Like, we could do one for him throwing more hits if we want to, but then we risk probably taking penalties. Tape to tape, like you said, could be a good one, because we do like to pass the puck a lot. Wheels could make sense, because we are pretty fast right now already, and then we can make Dave even faster in terms of getting around the defense. Elite edges, like, we can make some good plays in tight. That might not be a bad idea. So there is definitely options for a third X Factor. We could also replace some of our current X Factors, but I'm not exactly sure which ones we want to do at this point. We could even give Dave Born Leader if we really want to, so that way we could almost, like, if we become a captain, we could kind of be like that type of player where we're throwing hits, blocking shots, and all that stuff, and maybe it gives the team a chance to get that pressure meter up there and help them score some goals. And lastly, we do have also a comment and a fan art from the Leafs fan. The first part of it, which is just his comment, says, when is Dave going to get promoted to the first line? I think he's played well enough to have been there, and I would say probably after the power play, because you can see right now our challenge on the bottom left is to get on power play 2. So if we play good in these last 2 games of this chapter in this episode, we will be on the power play officially. Then I'm not too sure if the next challenge after that is to get the line 1 or power play 1. I would assume it's probably power play 1, but definitely there's still work to go probably before we become a first liner, but at least we're producing like one, so that way when we actually are on the top line, we should be maybe one of the better players out there in the league. And lastly, he does also have some fan art, which is literally just an AI thing that just says Dave's Peanut Butter, and it has Dave's face on it, but obviously it's an AI face on Dave, so it's not the actual Dave, but it looks kind of funny. And shout out to him for showing that. That's just because Dave had like there was like an article that popped up or something like that after his endorsement at the Pop stuff that he had something peanut butter related, so that's why he made something like that. So kind of funny to see that, and it actually works out quite well in terms of how it looks. So shout out to AI for random ass designs and all that type of thing. But anyways, I think we're ready to get into this first game. Let me just double check Dave's health and just make sure that he is ready to go for the first game of this episode. Yeah, he's peak health, so we don't need to worry on that. We aren't going to spend any points because we only have 2 energy points right now. So I guess if we really want to start working towards an X Factor, we could always start putting stuff on X Factor points instead of trait points, considering Dave's attributes are getting pretty good. I do still like accumulating trade points though, so maybe we could wait till the offseason for X Factor points if you guys want. I'm not too sure exactly, but let me know on that, and maybe I think we'll wait till maybe the offseason or closer to the end of the season to work on X Factor points, so that way next season maybe we could have a new X Factor in our repertoire. So anyways, let's get this first game. It's going to be a tough matchup because both teams are actually off to really good starts this season, so should be an interesting matchup. Like I said, we should probably try to get off to a good start in this episode because obviously we're at a 73 chapter average and the chapter target's a 65. And if we want to get onto the power play, we need to make sure that it's a 65 or above that. So I don't want to finish one below it or something like that. So we need to make sure that we come out here good, play this good first game for game 55 of the season, and then also play game 56 off to a good start as well. As long as we're generating chances and stuff like that, I think we should be hypothetically getting on that power play. And if we don't get onto that power play, it'd be kind of disappointing. So I really want to get off to a good start in this episode. And then, like I said, we'll probably do one more game to start next chapter. Maybe 2 games at most, but I really don't know if this is going to be a longer episode or a shorter one again. It's probably going to be a shorter one again, likely, though. Alright, so it's a garage match, of course. Last time we lost 4-3, apparently. I don't know if I was in the lineup for that game. Last time I played against them, I think, was when I got injured, because that was last year before the end of the season, so I'm guessing that's the last time we played them? I'm not too sure. Alright, here we go. First game of the episode. Our line's not out there to start, which they were out there a couple times to start last episode, so because if we could take the crowd out of it early, then it could definitely help things. Alright, here you go. Nylander's with it. Throws it over to Dave. Dave will carry it in. Throws it back to the point to Shea. Shea finds Tanev. Tanev finds Nyes. Over to Dave again. Dave didn't have a shooting room. Now he throws it over to Tanev, who gets a shot that doesn't get to the net. Well, that's kind of interesting. Jack McBain's in Ottawa now, too. Because obviously his dad used to play for the Sens. If you guys didn't know, Andrew McBain back in the 90s. Damn, right now this is a tough game for our team. We're not really generating anything with Dave out there, but... Oh, no. Oh! I saw that pass coming. Did I take a penalty? Did I trip somebody? I might have tripped somebody or somebody got hooked. Dave blocks the shot with his stick. And they're probably going to score, right? Oh my goodness, big save. Holy. See, this is when I wish I had second wind. Nice job, nice. There you go. Okay. Oh, we didn't take a penalty. It was Jake McCabe. I thought I accidentally tripped somebody when I dove across to try and block that shot. See, I dove like that. But no, I did not trip anybody. It's a hook right there, yeah. So we need to start getting some ozone opportunities. Like I said, this is going to be tough to get ourselves onto the power play, but we need to push, and they're going to score. Of course they do. Why doesn't Nylander know how to play defense? See, with a play like that, you need to basically know how to make yourself bigger. And then Cousins just kind of spins off Nylander, but Nylander just kind of like, he has him covered one way, but he doesn't have him covered the other way, and then he kind of screens Wool because of that. A muffin shot towards the net. And of course we're going to be out there for a goal in this one. I feel like the game's going to definitely make it tough for us to get onto the power play in these last 2, so hopefully next period we start pushing, because so far this game has definitely been maybe our toughest one of the chapter. Okay, here you go. Oh my goodness, come on, nice. You could have skated with that. You don't need to rush that pass up. There's a good back shot by Dave. He'll throw it up to Riley. And Riley's now just in my way. There you go. Oh my goodness, jeez, they're so good with the stick right now. Okay, here we go. Let's not get poke check this time. Oh my goodness, I almost put my teammates offside, but I had to stop up there. Now we got it again. Here we go, Dave, just take your time. Throw it to Carlo. Back to Dave, backhander. There's a shot on net at least. I'll take it. It's not the most dangerous shot in the world, but it is a backhander. Sometimes those are tough to read, but right now our team is getting kind of badly outplayed here early on. I feel like they're not making the smart passes like they usually did. Oh my goodness, that one hits the post. That didn't even look like it was going to be a shot on net. I thought I was going to go way wide and it somehow hit the post. At least it didn't go in. But Dave was completely on Giroux on that play. And yet he still got a shot off the post. There you go. Let's break it out. There you go. Let's get around the defender if we can. Yep, get around Clevin. I almost wanted to go to the net there, but I decided not to. There you go. Ooh, good chance there for Carlo. That almost was an assist. Hey, that was actually kept in. I thought that came out of the zone. Alright, well, that's the first period probably, unless the Sim Engine has another goal for somebody, which they don't. So it's going to be 1-0 for them after the first period, which means we need to find a way to respond in the next period. Obviously, being a -1 kind of sucks, but there's still a lot of game left to go. We could definitely still respond, so let's find a way to get on the score sheet if we can in the second. Make sure we're defending again, because we're always got to help out with the defensive play. Nylander tries to find Nyes, but knocked down again by Giroux. Nice knockdown by Dave there. Dave throws it over. Oh my goodness, get out of the way, Morgan. Of course you got in my way when I tried to make that pass originally. Riley tries to put a shot to the net. He does get that shot, but he gets tripped. And we will be getting a power play, so at least our team will maybe have a chance to tie it up here. That's a clear trip, but it's good that Riley was able to still get a shot off, even though he was falling. Tanev. 9. Here's Bluezynski. Bluezynski cuts back, looking around. Looking for somebody to pass to, and then he gets knocked down by Brady Tkachuk. Jesus. At least I didn't get injured. I nearly did, though. Well, it looks like there's been a Sim Engine goal. It is for us, though. It's just good. Matthews has tied the game up, so at least the Sim Engine has got us back into the game. It looks like the team is starting to actually play close again to the Sens. But, yeah, I don't like that I got destroyed there again. Every time we play against them, Brady hits me. And there's a pass to Nyes, and he hits the post. Oh, man, that almost gave us the lead. Gavrikov holds it in, and he still held it in. Dave's got possession now. Dave walks in. His shot doesn't get to the net. Here, there you go. There we go, great pass. Oh, good shot there. And we got to go off on a change here soon. Dave with a good poke check. And we're going to quickly go off as we can. There you go. All right. Yeah, the team's definitely playing better in the second period than they were in the first. Because at least we're getting more shots to the net, but ourselves not so much. And a Sim Engine gives us the lead. I don't know who scored it, but Sim Engine is definitely helping us out here. But if we're going to just win these games, it's not the end of the world. But like I said, I want to make sure we get on the power play in this episode. Because Dave needs that special teams time. Here you go. Dave's with it again. Dave trying to scoot around Clevin. He gets back. Still with it. Throws it in to Riley. Over to Carlo. Nylander. Dave goes to the front, and no shot even comes to the net. Surprised that Wool got it. Here's Dave trying to get around Clevin again. Dave still with it. Throws it into Riley, and that shot misses. Actually, maybe it was stopped, actually. Dave looks around, shoots it. Nyes deflected it, but he deflected it right into Calle Rosen. Leafs legend Calle Rosen. Dave, nice play there in tight. And we're going to go off on a change again. And a score! Okay, nice score. So Dave gets credited with an assist. He was going to the bench on a line change. And we stayed out there, so I guess technically we were a plus player, but we do get credited with an assist here. As we basically decided we were kind of gassed and we went off on a line change as this play was developing. And then that's just a simple, well, actually not really a simple shot. A little bit of a screen from Zadorov. See, Dave is going over to the bench. You can see in the background as he's going for that change. But the shot goes in before he could get off. So his plus-minus is going to be a +1. And getting an assist is nice. Like I said, that could definitely help us secure that power play spot. And it's going to be 3-1 going into the third. So it was a very bad first period, I would say. But this second period has been great. Hopefully the third period is good too. Because if the third period is just as good, we're going to secure another win for this team. Oh, I didn't realize I was on that side of the ice because I didn't know where the bench was. It's kind of funny. Here's Dave again on the right side. Dave looking around. We'll throw it back to Nylander. as we're getting kind of pinned by Zuba against the boards, but we couldn't get out. Let's get back on defense again. Oh my goodness. What the hell was that? I don't know how Ridley Greg came out of nowhere, but Claude Giroux forechecked hard and got that shot to the net. Don't need to leave anybody at this point open. Just basically shadow them, move for move. Oh, they still threw it to the point. Dave blocks the shot. That's exactly what you need from Dave. Shadow the defender and then block a shot. And Dave's got it back again. Dave shoots it, turned away. That's a good look. That's a good look. Dave helping out with Nyes. Nyes will try and battle with Brent Burns. Jeez, why is Brent Burns here? Yeah, this has definitely turned out to be a better game than it looked early on. But there is a sim engine goal. It is for our team again. So the sim engine literally has helped us out a lot this chapter too. Definitely not going to put those in the episode. Nice pass from Nylander. Here's Dave. Dave cuts back, throws it to the point to Carlo. His shot doesn't get through. Dave gets it back again. That's stopped. Nice, another chance, and that's turned away too. Good forecheck from our line. Carlo. Dave's got it back in. Dave looks to the net, shoots it. That's turned away too. Trying to help get that pressure system full. Like the game at least is starting to open up for us a bit. The sim engine though has given a team multiple goals. It is for us though. Wow. 5 out of 6 goals from our team have been sim engine goals. And let's get out of the zone. Oh no. Nice save. Oh my goodness. Of course they turn it over. And I don't want me to make a change yet, so I'm going to make sure I get back. Oh my goodness. Come on guys, get it out. We're going to under pressure too long. There you go. Dave's with it. Dave will scoot around, trying to kill some time off the clock as well. What a pass! A one-timer for Marner. I don't know if that got to the net. I think it might have got blocked, but good play by Dave just to hold on to that puck, and that should be our last shift of the game. And it should give us that 6-1 win. Yep. What a game for the sim engine. 6-1 victory. Love to see it. Dave picks up an assist. Like I said, that one assist probably is good enough to help us get that power play secured. So I'm happy about that. But what a win for the team. What a win. Let's take... Oh, wow. Matthews had 4 of those 6 goals. So the sim engine likes to give goals to Austin Matthews for some reason. But Dave finishes with 1 assist in 16:53. Even 0. 4 shots on net, not bad. Puck possession for 246 because we held on to it a little bit extra long. And we did throw 1 hit. So a little bit of a low event first game of the episode, but a good enough one that we did easily get that win because of the sim engine's play. So let's play our last 2 games of the episode as well, and then that'll probably be it at the point, of course. So let's make sure that we play good in this last one of the chapter, especially just because obviously we want to secure that power play spot. I think there's almost no way we could fall below 65, but I could be wrong. So yeah, let's have a good game here, and then obviously our last game of the episode will be the first game of a new chapter. So hopefully whatever we have to work towards, hopefully we can get off to a good start in that one too. Now, the Blackhawks actually have a good record, too. They're 30-19-5, so Connor Bedard must be carrying them right now, but it is a road game in this one, so let's make sure we play good here, too. I guess technically last game was a road game, too, but let's see what we could do in Chicago. It's been a while, I think, since Dave's played at the United Center. I'm not too sure. Has he ever played in the United Center? I can't remember. I think we definitely have played in the United Center, as we had to have had, because we've played them multiple times, or one time every single season in Chicago. I'm not too sure if Dave was injured during some of those meetings or not, but obviously going up against a player like Connor Bedard, we need to make sure that we don't really give him any room if he's out there against us. So let's see if this imaging can work well for our team, and if maybe we could get more on the score sheet than just an assist like last game. All right, come on, Nylander win that. There you go, Gavrikov. Oh my goodness, bad turnover. Porter Martone's all alone, and he stopped. I thought he was totally going to score on that play. Guy that likes to hit, but also likes to score goals. Oh, nice interception by Dave in the offensive zone. Dave will hold up, looking around, shoots it to the net, deflection, scores! Nylander, what a play by Dave. I don't even know if I was intending to get that deflection, but Nylander drives the net. I didn't even see him there at all. I just decided to float this to the net because they gave me space. As Nylander just goes right to the net and deflects it because he sees Dave's got the puck. What a shot from Dave and what a deflection from Nylander. That's just a beautiful looking release. And then Nylander being right in front of the net. Great net front presence. Yeah, that's definitely a nice goal. I don't think I've ever had a guy deflect my shot like that in this game. So We have been assisting more as of late, which is kind of good too, because at least it evens out our numbers a little bit. Doesn't make us look like a pure-on shooter. There you go. Here's Dave again. Dave buzzing. He's already got the assist early in this one. He lost it. McCabe finds Gavrikov over to Nylander again, and that shot hits the post, and Ny's got it back, and he scores. That was a nice goal. No assist for Dave on that play, but a +2 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Wow. That was a nice passing play by our team, and the fact that it was loose there, Ny's pushed it through the one side of the net, and he missed it. See, it's right there, and then since Knight is down, Ny's able to get this one back in and just fire it on net again. But that's kind of a nifty little move when you think about it. And nice finish there too, because Dave went to the net just in case there was like a rebound again off front. But some crazy pandemonium, and the Blackhawks are scrambling a little bit here early against us. I kind of feel like since we scored 2 early goals, though, that the sim engine could help them get back into this game. But so far, liking the start to this one. McCabe throws it up to Dave. Here comes Dave again. Dave trying to use that speed. Alex Vassily keeping with him. Dave makes a quick little move here, trying to find open ice. Finds Gavrikov. Gavrikov behind his back to McCabe. Denies, and that shot's turned away. All right, our line is definitely playing a lot better. That was a nice little nifty playing by the AI as well. When the AI plays good like that, it's fun to play with these type of games. When they don't play good, it sucks a little bit. The puck's loose in front of the net, and it doesn't go in. Oh my goodness, that was kind of scary. I thought they were going to score there. And they saw pressure though, so we got to be careful. And now Dave gets back on the defensive recovery, and that did not come out. I was trying to find Nyes, but he had no energy. Oh my goodness, and that one hit the post. Why did you play it out, Wolf? Holy crap. I'm going to carry this, and I'm just going to dump that in. At least we weathered the storm again. We've had a couple of shifts like that in this episode already, where we just get hemmed in the zone, and then we have to make sure that we're defending well. And the sim engine gives them a goal and a power play. So, yeah, I don't feel good about this game right now. He bumps it ahead, finds Dave. Dave will carry it. Dave will kill some more time on the clock. He'll still stick with it. He'll rag the puck. Look at that play. Throw it back over. Shea has it again, and he'll clear it. Not super far, but Nylander at least will forecheck. Dave trying to get to that loose puck. He almost hits Frank Nazar. Mantha's turned away. Let's make sure we're defending again here. We should have probably went off the ice already, but we can't yet. Cover that point again. Get it out. Get it out, guys. And I'll dump this in. Boom. There you go. At least Dave knows the smart little heads-up play. It's like, dumping it like that, at least you're taking off the pressure a little bit. So, is that going to be a score after the first? Yes, it is. 2-1 after one. Solid start. Actually, pretty good start, I would say, except for obviously the fact that they got on the board. And also we had a couple shifts where we are stuck defensively, but still that Nyes goal was really nice, that he kind of pushed it through and then got it on the other side. Like, I know he wasn't intending to do that for sure, but Nyes over to Tanev. Tanev will shoot. Dave trying to go to the front of the net. He gets that puck and then he gets hit a little bit from behind, so he could not even get the shot. Jeez. Here's Dave again, trying to use that speed to get around the youngster Madston, who's a generated guy. He does get around him, holds onto the puck, and he gets a good A chance, or great A chance. And that's stopped by Knight. Was the plan in Dave Bluezynski move, but it might have held on to it a little bit longer than normal, and that's why the goalie was actually able to stop it. Dave goes back to the front of the net, gets a chance. He could not get the shot again because he's hit a little bit before he could shoot that. Here he is. Dave, again, with it, making some moves, holds onto it, shot stopped again. Oh my goodness. A couple of good looks for Dave on this shift. Love to see it. Dave making sure he could help it on out with the defense still there, and now he's got possession of the puck again, and he'll use that more of his speed. Dave cuts back, throws it over to McCabe. McCabe doesn't get a shot. Nylander's with it now, and he doesn't shoot too. Good forecheck. Our lines keep it in. Dave throws it to the net. Nylander deflected it again, but it doesn't get through. Let's make sure we're defending. Nice pick off by Nyes. What am I saying? Nyes. Finds Carlo. Carlo will shoot it. Knight the save as Dave was going to go look for any spillage, but Knight did not let any rebound out. Usually we actually are out there for a few minutes. Looks like we're getting a power play shift, so this is a preview, I guess, of what's to come after this chapter is done. Jeez, Nyes finds Dave. Dave spins around off that pass. Dave looking around, throws it in. Queelan a shot, turned away. I'm going to have to cover the middle because that's left open. Nice poke check by Dave. He's not a centerman, but he played like one there. Nice play there by Nyes. And Nylander's got it. Finds Dave. Dave will hold up. Find it back to Nylander. Nylander denies a grade A chance and another save. Wow, that was a really good play. Sim Engine has given somebody a goal. It is actually for our team, though. Matthews has scored again, so the Sim Engine continues to love Austin Matthews for some reason, but at least that gives us that 2-goal advantage we were looking for. Let's get back again on defense. We're covering the only guy open. Oh my goodness, why is there 2 people down low? God damn. Why is there not a defender in that area? And then they're going to score. You could just tell when they were going to score because the AI just did not know how to play defense for anything. Like, yeah, see, nobody's covering that point spot like there should be. Like, our team completely collapses on this team. This is the thing I have problems with the AI. Sometimes, like, where's the other defender on this play? Oh, it's Jake McCabe here. Yeah, see, Jake McCabe should be recognizing that he needs to get back on defense when Dave is back there. But he kind of holds up like he's like a centerman. And then he ends up covering Korchinski briefly. I have to cover 2 people because there's 3 people on this one side of the ice. At least Nylander's doing a good job at covering Levshinov there. But, like, who the heck is covering one of these 2 guys? And then they get a grade A chance out of it. And then McCabe is still on Korchinski like he probably isn't supposed to be, but he has to cover there since there's 3 guys down there. Then he leaves him open to go back to his original position, basically. And that leaves Korchinski open at the point. And then he just skates right in front of Wool's eyes. And there's the goal. So that's all on Jake McCabe right there. Absolutely terrible AI defense. Oh, Dave steals it away. Can't hold on it for too long. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird pass. Or turnover, I should say. Dave gets it back on the backhand. A great look. In tight for Dave. I'm surprised I got that shot off. As I tried to get us back that 2-goal lead late in this period. Alright, looks like we're going to still at least have a lead going into the third, 3-2, which is good, but they've always been right with us this game, so I feel nervous that they're going to still find a way to tie it. There you go. Break it out, guys. Break it out. Riley finds Dave. Dave has a head full speed if he can get by Korchinski. He gets by him, finds Nylander, and his shot's turned away. Dave had the puck on the rebound, but couldn't get back to the net. Nice, digs it out. Over to Dave. Dave walks back to the middle, and he's turned away by Knight on the backhand. Of course, Knight had to flex out the blocker too, but they're going to probably show it. No, Brandon Carlo got hurt? Or what? Yeah, Carlo got hurt because he takes that shot briefly off the knee or off the foot. And that's not good. That's not good because he's had a history of injuries in the series and he is going to leave the game. So that's one of our better defenders going out. So I don't know who's going to replace him because I think OEL's playing forward right now. So I'm not too sure if he'll drop back to defense. Nice pass. Here comes Dave again. Dave will carry it in. Tries to get by Vlasic. He does. Dave still looking, still holding on to it. Trying to draw a penalty, but no penalty call coming. Marner, Shea, Dave throws it to the net. Starting away as nobody got to it. All right, come on, guys. Let's restore this 2-goal advantage, please. Nylander wins the draw. McCabe finds Dave. Dave will hold up. Throws it over. One-timer scores. I didn't even mean to throw it over there, but that worked. As nice slap shots at home. What a one-timer. I was not trying to throw it to him whatsoever. I was trying to throw it back to the point, but I threw it all the way over there, and what a one-timer from the face-off dot. A soft hand pass and a wonderful one-timer with a screen at front. As Vlasic screens his goalie, and that goes upstairs. Wow. Yeah, I was trying to return it over to Gavrikov area, but I ended up finding Knies instead, and that's just a bullet shot. And that's a really, really big goal at this point in the game. We've been definitely really good offensively in this chapter. There's another nice pass. Nice. Another chance for the hat trick, and Knight stopped him. Here's Dave again. Drives into the offensive zone. Still with it. Lost control. Nylander's got it. Now finds Dave. Dave. Gavrikov. Why was that? I have no idea. Dave trying to steal it backhand. And it looks like there's a Sim Engine goal, and it's them. I kind of expected it. See, they're still within one. They've been within one the entire night almost. Dave throws it up, gets hit a little bit, but he did find McCabe. McCabe carrying it. McCabe. Back to Dave. Dave, a backhander, just missed the net. Dave gets it back again and spins another shot on net. Knight to save. I could have maybe looked for Knights on the back door, but... Alright, well, that might be the game unless the Sim Engine wants to tie it for them, which it honestly could, because they've been within one the entire game, but they won't tie it up. That's good. That is good. So we find a way to win a game in Chicago. Was a little bit nerve-wracking because it looked like they were going to come back and tie it multiple times. They outshot us a lot early on, but we managed to get the win, 4-3 on the road. And Dave ends the chapter with a 2-assist game, which is pretty damn good. So I don't know if we're going to get a star in this game, but definitely a strong effort. All right, let's see. Did we get a star in this game? I saw Korchinski was 3rd star. I don't think we're going to get one, though. Somebody on the sim engine is definitely going to get one, right? Yeah, Nylander gets one with 1 goal, 1 assist. Yeah, I'm probably not getting 1st star. Yeah, Nyes probably gets 1st star with the 2 goals. But yeah, we played 16-46, 2 assists, plus 2, 6 shots on net. Puck possession for 237. Didn't throw a hit in that game. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So that should be enough to secure us power play number 2. I'm kind of curious on what's next after power play 2. If it's focusing on power play 1. But we're up to 34 points in 30 games, 18 goals, 16 assists. So we're kind of back to being evened out in goals and assists. And now we're going to get that power play time confirmation, which is good. Yep. Nice. Let's go. What do we want to answer with? Confident. Grateful for the power play time. I'll work hard to make an impact. Yeah, we probably should go with that one. But we could get a trade point with the confident answer. Let's go with humble. Just because mine as well. We finished with a 77 out of 65 on that form score, so we definitely killed it. As we get power play number 2, and also get a bunch of teammate bonuses, I guess, or something like that. Yeah, I wonder what the next chapter target thing is going to be. As our first game of it is going to be against the San Jose Sharks. Interesting. 23, 28, and 3. Geez, they haven't been that good. All right, what do we got for our next focus? Move up to line 1 is the next thing, the next challenge. This is going to be the interesting one and the hardest one probably to get. Because each of these are not going to be easy. The first one, though, the influential one, of course, is a little bit easier, but we have to get the 70 form score. That's kind of tough. This one's 7 points, including 6 assists, a 75 form score, and advance to game 64. And then there's also one 75 form score, 4 goals on 25 shots at least. Damn, 25 shots in a 8-game span is doable. 4 goals could be doable, but I know it's going to make it tougher to score goals probably if we do that. Assists is going to make it tougher still to get points in general. And then this one is a little bit too easy. It's not easy, but it's definitely a tough one still. I think we're going to go for the 4 goals, I think, because, but that one's a little bit more a hybrid production, but it would be 1 goal and 6 assists. That one actually might not be that bad. Because Dave is really good at passing the puck and getting assists, but I feel like the game's definitely going to make it tougher for us to get anything. So, you know what? Let's go for this one, actually, because we have been passing the puck quite well as of late. We'll do 6 assists. That way we don't have pressure to score any goals, and then we just need 7 points. 75 form score is going to be really tough, though. If we don't get to first line this season, it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely going to be a really tough push there. But being on the power play, it might help us get those assist numbers and stuff like that we've been looking for. So, all right, last game of the episode against the Sharks. Like I said, they haven't been super good so far. And it looks like I think we're going to be on a bit of a road trip still to start the next episode because it looks like we're playing Winnipeg, Anaheim, Dallas, Chicago. Again, would be back on home ice. So let's see what Dave could do in this last game of the episode and see if he could get off to a good start this chapter. Obviously, we had a really good last chapter, but this chapter is going to be the toughest one yet just because of the fact we're trying to work towards first line ice time. But like I said, being on the power play is going to be kind of nice. I didn't even actually look to see who we're playing with and what area we're playing on, but I guess I'll have to do that after this game. All right, let's see what we could do. There we go. Good play, guys. Of course, we're playing in back-to-back games, so we're playing literally Bedardin and Celebrini. Oh, here we go. McCabe's got it. Dave throws it back to the point to Shea. Over there, back to Dave, and that shot's blocked. All right, let's defend. Oh, my goodness. Nice defense there. Carry it up, Dave. Don't need to rush a pass or anything. Let's keep it going. It's not a great pass. Dave's got it back again. Throws it over and scores. There's our first assist of the new chapter. Let's go. And it was a diving goal, too. What a goal. What a goal. That was actually really nice. I didn't expect to get that pass across. Like, I wasn't even using a lot of speed on this shift whatsoever, and then I just make a great backhand pass. Lucky that a player goes to the net hard, and a really nice deflection diving play. 16 goals on the season. So we actually technically have more than him, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, nice little deflection there. Yeah, that's probably one of the nicer goals that we've set up this season. Because Askarov gets caught a little bit and can't get that. Well, that's a good way to start off the chapter, but I know that eventually there's going to be games where we're not picking up any points whatsoever. That's just how this game plays. And the sim engine has given our team a goal as well, so Tavares makes it 2-0. That's really good to see early on. It's kind of similar to that Chicago game. What is our team doing? Why isn't Dave picking up points? Oh, okay, that's a good looking chance for our team. Dave tries to get to that loose puck, but can't. Yeah, OEL's playing defense now. I assume that's because of the injury to Carlo, and what a save by Hildeby. Gavrikov breaks it out. Here comes Dave. Dave will carry it in. Dave still with it, holds up, throws the pass across, can't get it. Alright, so that's probably our last shift of this first period, I would assume. And the answer is, yes, it is. Alright, so 2-0 after one. No power play shift so far, but like I said, I assume we're going to get one at least in this game. Let's make sure we're covering the point. Danforth somehow gets open, and Hildeby makes a huge save there. Nyes will dump it because he sees Dave. Dave gets there on the hustle. Lost it, got it back again. Dave will try and get this puck opened up. Throws it over to Tanev. He shoots it. That's turned away with a guy in front. I feel like it gave us that assist early because it's not going to give us anything else going forward, but who knows. We do have a power play shift here, so this is Dave's first official power play shift. Domi, Nyes, Queelan, and I can't see who's on that other point. It is Robertson. So a full forward power play unit. Nyes. Dave gets in with it. Dave looking around. Dave shoots it, and he scored! No, Nyes scores! I thought Dave picked that corner, but it bounces back off the crossbar and then off Nyes, who was in the crease area. What the hell was this? What a goal. And that was, yeah, that one bounced off the post and off Nyes. I thought I had scored there, but I'll take it because it's another assist. Nyes is just literally camping out in the blue paint. And that's a funny-ass goal. That might be one of the weirdest goals I've seen. But I heard it say something about the century mark, so that might be Dave's 100th career point. I'm not too sure. Because I heard them say something about century mark, but I'm not too sure if they're talking about Nyes or me. They're probably talking about Dave. But the patience on Dave on this play is beautiful, because he could look for the pass. Nobody's coming to get him, which is kind of interesting. Dave just takes his time, looks to pick his corner with the bodies in front. He picks his corner here. But then, like I said, this one bounces off the crossbar and then back off the crotch area of Matthew Nyes. That's actually hilarious. He scores like that. That's absolutely hilarious. I got to get a screenshot of Nyes for a second on that play. But yeah, bounces off his dong and off his legs and into the net. Dave probably should have got the goal on that one. But the fact that it bounced off that crossbar and right back off of Nyes is funny. And then, of course, they're going to score the next shift. This game is just like that sometimes. And that's just a lot of bodies in front as William Eklund gets the Sharks on the board. As, yeah, there's just, yeah, Nylander's like screening his own goalie there. That's a bad defensive play. I was covering my man, at least. Nyes couldn't get to his man either. But Nylander shouldn't be in that deep, so that's probably on Nylander, that goal against. Oh, Eklund actually tipped that in, too. I didn't even realize that. We only need 4 more assists in 8 games. So, off to a really good start on this chapter for sure. They find Dave again. Dave will hold on to it. He's low on energy. He'll make a speed move around. Throws it to McCabe, over to Nyes. He shot it, and it almost found its way in as it hit off of the blocker and then down. What did that sign even say? I saw a sign say trade for somebody, but I could not tell what that said. Dave goes back to the front. This pull a screen, he deflects it, but it missed the net, I think. Or maybe it did get on net. I'm not sure even. And then I get interfered with, and that's a clear on penalty. Like, Jake Bean gets way too aggressive on Dave here. Like, Dave did not even have the puck after he passed it right here. And then he gets cross-checked down, and he gets kind of runned into the boards a little bit too. But I want to take a look back at that deflection opportunity from Dave, because I don't know if I got it on net or not, but it looked like it was almost a goal. Oh yeah, we did get this on goal. What a deflection, and this goes down, it's going in, and somehow the cat-like reflexes of the goalie? Oh no, it deflected off the defender's stick. It was Jake Bean that saves their goal, and then he ends up getting a penalty call. Some more ice time for sure. And more chances at points. Let's slow this thing down a bit. Dave is really good at slowing things down. Gets it back again. A nice chance there, and that's turned away. Nice little give and go there. And the power play is nearly expired. Let's get that up a bit. Oh, that was a nifty pass. Didn't really mean to do a draw pass, but I'll take it. Dave's got it back again. Backhander is turned away. Damn, that was a good look. Okay, it was a good time to change. And it's a 5-on-3 power play. We have a good chance here to maybe get some more points. As we're on a 5-on-3 for a minute 22, so let's make sure we're making some smart passes here, Dave. Nice give and go with Robertson, and that shot's turned away. Dave gets it back again. Dave, Queelan, doesn't get the shot through. Loose puck in front, and they are going to probably just clear it out. No, they're just going to go for a short-handed opportunity. That's kind of weird. Queelan, nice. Dave to Domi. Domi back to Dave. He's turned away. That's a good look. Dave can't get to that rebound. But that's a really good look for Dave. I'm pretty sure I have at least, or maybe in the bottom 6. And our team does get a power play goal, I think, late. Yep, power play goal for Matthews. 4-1 going into the third. But everybody on that power play unit, I'm pretty sure I've played with at one point. So it kind of helps Dave to know what they do. And Domi knows how Dave plays too. So he almost set him up on that play. Hit Muckamadulan because I don't think I'd be able to knock him over. He's a bigger guy, I'm pretty sure. Jeez, Danforth, another shot on net. I feel like he's shooting a lot in this game. Oh, nice with the reverse hit, but then he turned around. Oh, takes too long again. Oh, Nyes has got it now. Nyes finds Dave. Dave walking in, shoots it, turned away by Askarov. Get out of the zone, guys. Take the simple play. There you go. Dave making some moves. He'll take his time. Nice passing to Nylander, and then he lost it. Oh, Dave tried to get that puck as well. Now he's got to get back. He's kind of slow to get back, though. I didn't even look to see if he needed more energy or not. Oh, my goodness. What in the hell? We've seen some weird-ass goals in this this series. Last episode, there was a lot of fluke goals. This one is a fluke goal. This first shot was like a rocket that leaked through Hildeby, and then he flexed out and fell down, and then he leaves his net wide open, and Shea doesn't know how to defend. So that puck is good as in the back of the net, basically, at that point already. But that one sucks to be out there for a goal against. I wish I could have dove back and made it like a save or something, but that's a weird goal. It says bad line defense, but once again, this is not anything on our line except for Shea, maybe, but Celebrini's shot's just so powerful that it goes through. It gets lodged almost into the net there. I don't even know how this doesn't go in. Like, it hits like the skate of Hildeby. Like, he makes it originally a really good save, but since he knocks it here, this throws it out of the way of Shea, and then Shea has to recover, and he's kind of trapped in the net. And then Toffoli's able to corral this and put this in. And Hildeby's like way out of his net on that play. Like, he's literally in the corner on that play. That's absolutely crazy. Well, sucks to be out there for another goal against, because obviously that drops down our score a little bit in this game, but at least offensively we've been good. But we've been out there for a couple goals against, which is not good. And they make it a 1-goal game then too. Oh no, the Sim Engine is trying to make the Sharks come back and win this, are they? The shots are in the Sharks' favor too. Damn. All right, let's take it up. Oh, spin move by Dave. I didn't really want to do that, but I'll take it. Ice is still opening up. Dave throws it back to Riley. Riley finds Tanev. One-timer chance for Nyes, but he can't get it on net. Dave hits Backlund. Nice little hit. Let's make sure we're covering the points still. Come on, guys. Let's play good defense here. They're pressuring us a little hard here. Nice play by Nyes. Knockdown. Nylander's got it. You got it, Nylander. Nylander makes the move. Lost it. Dave gets it, and he scores. Keep driving the net. Keep driving the net. You got 19 goals on the year for Dave. That's a beautiful one. 3-point game for Dave. And I think they just mentioned 50 goals in his career too, so I think we did hit 100 points and 50 goals. Yep, 50 goals, 50 assists. That is the 100th point maybe in our career. I'm not too sure, but an even point total pretty much for Dave in his career. But Nylander makes the move, got it back in. Dave just continues to drive the net, and then he walks in and gets this shot. I knew I had to go to the net on this play still. And then I receive it. Askarov sliding the one way, and Dave finishes this off. I'm not too sure if that's the 100th point or the last one was, but regardless, that's a nice goal to score. And it's been a strong game for Dave in San Jose because it is imperative if we want to be a first line forward. If it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. Oh, Dave's got another breakaway almost. Yes, he does. Dave throws it over, and Nyes can't get the shot. Jeez, Dave's got it back again. Dave will hold on. Throws it back to Nyes. Nyes out front. A good chance, and somehow Nylander could not tuck that. Making some stick handling. Keep with it. Looking for an opening. Throw that over. Oh, that almost worked too. Not a bad look, and I think I gotta go off soon. Yeah, let's go off. Since Dave's getting more ice time, he has been really good, and we're getting a last-minute shift as our team's on the penalty kill. Nice save, Hildeby. There you go, Dave's got it. Dave's got it. Saunders is with me, but I don't see him open, so I'm just gonna have to backhand it on net. Oh, I hit the post? What is this? There we go, now we got it. I knew that it was going to try and get me to score. Dave's on 20 goals on the season. Empty net goal, shorthanded. The first career shorthand goal for Dave. That's funny that we hit the post originally. I don't know if it was going to try and get me an assist, but then I throw it back to Dave in the slot. And a 4-point night for Dave in San Jose. Wow. Yeah, see, that first shot hit the post, and then they threw it back to me again, and I could have maybe tried to throw it back to Saunders in that point, but a shorthanded goal. So we get power play time in this episode, but then we score a shorthanded goal, which is funny. So we had a power play point, a shorthanded point, and a regular strength point in this game. So the trifecta for Dave. What a game. What a game. 4 points. 2 goals and 2 assists. Absolutely strong. We're definitely getting first star in this one. But yeah, we've been on a really good run as of late, so we got to keep that up, of course, like I said, going into the next episode especially. But 2 goals and 4 points. We need at least 7 points, but we also do need 4 more assists still. So got to make sure that we're passing the puck well in next episode. But yeah, 2 goals, 2 assists, 1 hit. And we had 7 shots on net. We only played 16:41, so nothing crazy. But 7 shots on net is a lot. Again, 1 hit is good. We had that shorthanded goal. And like I said, we even had a power play point. So could have been a power play goal, but it obviously went off of Nyes and back in the net, which is still hilarious. But a milestone episode for Dave. We definitely hit 100 points. I'm not too sure if it was the assist or the goal. I think it was the assist, though. And then the 50th goal was the one we've scored, of course, late. Not the empty net goal. But that is really good. Really good offensive grades. Defensively, we weren't super strong in that one, but we are the first shooter in the shootout now, too. Which is even better to see that, too. So once we go to a shootout next, Dave will actually get some shootout opportunities right away. But we're up to 38 points in 31 games, which is also quite well. So let's take a look at Dave's stats here in his career and also in this episode alone too. We are definitely going to need to give Dave some more energy back here soon too. But so far, 101 points. So the assist that we had on the Nyes goal was the 100th point. The 50th goal was obviously the breakaway goal that we scored, not the empty net goal. So couple milestones for Dave. 51 goals, 50 assists. Like I said, we're basically a very even player. We assist as much as we score, which is good. We're not a pure on sniper. We're shooting 10%, which is interesting. 51 goals on 510 shots is oddly specific. But this season, we're already up to 4 game-winning goals. So it has definitely been a great season for Dave, even though he has also had his adversity with injuries. And then if we look at game-by-game stats from this episode, you can see we had points in every single game of this episode. We had technically 7 points over those 3 games, 4 of them coming in that last game, of course. We are +3, averaging around 5 shots a game or something like that. But I am pretty damn happy with how Dave is playing. What? Oh, that's against the Western Conference. I thought that said against Eastern. I was like, what the heck? But yeah, looks like we're definitely primed to potentially make a first line. Obviously, I think there's still going to be games in this chapter that are going to be astronomically tough for us to get to that first line. But I definitely think we are trending in the right direction. Let's put some energy back there because that needs to be fully up there to start next episode. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro. So in next episode, we will have another 5 games or so as we look to continue playing good. Our team has won a lot of games this season already. We're up to 37 wins. Dave has been producing on a really good rate, like 38 points in 31 games. I think if he could play a full season, he's easily going to have a 100-point season sometime in his career. But he hit a couple milestones in this episode, is Chef Kiss as well. Very glad that he was able to do that. I was not expecting him to hit those goals and stuff like that in this episode, but to get it done against San Jose, not a bad team to do it against. So let me know below, and I'll see you guys next time.